With WWE stars making moves in Hollywood and more, this is Pro Wrestling Central. My name is John, and you're watching the Wrestling Report. Asked who he would pick to run a pro wrestling company between Tony Khan, Eric Bischoff, Dixie Carter, Vince McMahon, and Triple H, Bryan Danielson told Daily Star, "Regardless of what people think, this is my legitimate answer. People are going to assume that because I work for AEW, I'm just saying this because Tony Khan is my boss, but I would legitimately pick Tony Khan. I think he's very in tune with what wrestling fans want, but he's also just a good person. I'm not saying anything bad about anyone else. But I know that he always tries to treat people with respect and kindness no matter where they are on the roster, whether they're up or down. I remember after the first Wembley show, we were in a bit of disarray backstage because of some things that had happened, and we were putting together Dynamite. I was hurt, I had broken my arm, but because of the situation, I flew in and said, hey, what can I help with? Whatever it is. One of the talents, someone you would consider very undercard and not a top priority, had an issue. Tony took the time to talk to this person, not talk down to them, but actually talk to them about their concerns or whatever they needed. Following the triple threat tag team TLC match on SmackDown between the Street Profits, DIY, and the Motor City Machine Guns, this was said by Fightful Select in regards to the internal reaction to the bout. In perhaps the least surprising news of the week, the TLC match from SmackDown got incredible reviews internally. The claim internally was that everyone emerged from the TLC match relatively healthy. Asked if he would make more appearances for WWE if he ends up defeating Jey Uso for the World Heavyweight title at the Backlash Premium Live event, Logan Paul noted during the Raw recap show, "I'm gonna say this, wrestling Twitter, take it away. I am available. Seriously, I am available. I have time. Committed my life to becoming a WWE superstar. I'm not doing other opportunities. I got offered $15 million to fight Messi's bodyguard. Super appetizing, super cool. But I'm a WWE superstar. I'm on a mission right now, and while doing ancillary stuff works for other people, I'm devoting my life to this. So I turned that down, and I'm gonna be the best that I can. So Triple H, Nick Khan, book me." As Hulk Hogan and Eric Bischoff were seen in a video promoting their upcoming project, more details were provided with Ringside News writing, according to PW Insider, the project is supposed to be announced before the end of this week. However, multiple wrestlers who would be free to work on a new wrestling venture told the site they haven't been contacted by anyone representing Hogan or Bischoff. There's been no outreach, no pitches, and no discussions. Nothing that suggests a serious roster is being built behind the scenes. Speaking about a potential return to WWE, where his significant other Rhea Ripley works, AEW star Buddy Matthews said this to Chris Van Vliet. "I think that's the big question. So I would love to do something with her. I think that story and our chemistry, just the way we are, would be good television. That's definitely something, an itch I'd like to scratch. But the good thing about her in WWE and me in AEW and us both being in the business is that I would never want, and I don't think I'd ever get there, I'd never want to be jealous or get jealous of her in her position. She's a megastar. She's John Cena of women right now. And if I'm lowered, let's just say I'm doing enhancement matches or whatever. I don't want to be like, well, you're doing that, you get this special treatment, and I get this, and then kind of resent her for the position. Like I said, I don't think it would ever happen, but I wouldn't even want that to be an option. Then also, if something happens at work, I want her to be able to vent to me without me going, yeah, no, but this is how you play that game. I can kind of be that in the back seat. go, yeah, I understand what you're talking about. You deserve whatever, or you should do it like this, or whatever. Or just let her rant and I can do the same to her. I can say I did this and did this. We can talk about the positives. We talk about the negatives, what upsets us and all, and it's just like we're on the same team. It would never become a competition. Would I love to work with her eventually? Absolutely. I don't think there's anyone in the wrestling industry from any company or part of the world that wouldn't want to be doing something with Rhea Ripley. The other day, Rey Mysterio revealed he was undergoing surgery after suffering a torn abductor muscle on SmackDown prior to WrestleMania 41.
¿Qué pasó? What's up, fam? How you guys doing? Out here in Birmingham, Alabama, at Andrews Sports Medicine and Orthopedic Center, getting ready for my surgery. I tore my adductor, the SmackDown before WrestleMania, and I'm scheduled for surgery today, so I will keep you guys posted. Esperemos que todo salga bien. Muchas gracias por todo. Thank you guys very much. And I will let you know once I get out of surgery. One love.
When it comes to WWE star Liv Morgan making moves in the movie business, Ringside News wrote that Liv Morgan's leap into Hollywood isn't just some small side project. According to a new report, it could be the start of something much bigger. During the April 28th episode of WWE Raw in Kansas City, Liv Morgan appeared in a backstage segment with Nick Aldis, where she requested time off to film a major movie. Aldis approved her paperwork, but no official details about the project were shared on air. It didn't take long for the real story to surface. PWInsiderElite.com reports that Morgan is set to have a big week ahead, and the official announcement about her film project will drop very soon. Now, in an even bigger update, one said the movie could be career-defining. They described it as the type of opportunity that could cement Liv Morgan as the next it girl in Hollywood, if everything clicks the way insiders believe it will. This was added in regards to Drew McIntyre's plans in Hollywood. Drew McIntyre, who is represented by Paradigm Talent Agency, the same group that manages Liv Morgan and CM Punk, is already being lined up for a major film role. One source stated via PW Insider, all signs point to Drew McIntyre as the next big name to jump into large-scale film or television projects. Ringside News can confirm this report is accurate and has been in the works since earlier this year. McIntyre's Hollywood journey has already started. He made his feature film debut in The Killer's Game, an action comedy released in September 2024. In the movie, he played Rory McKenzie, one half of a pair of Scottish assassin brothers assigned to take out a retired hitman played by Dave Bautista. Paradigm has worked closely with WWE to coordinate talent schedules to avoid the chaos of past eras, when stars like Roddy Piper famously left WWE abruptly to film They Live. The new goal is to make transitions into Hollywood smoother without hurting WWE's ongoing storylines. And this was your pro wrestling news update. I hope you're all having a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see y'all later.